we go. All right, so I'm back.
Congratulations. So all right, it's hoodie season, it's barbecue season,
Yeah.
and it's the off season.
Easy few months coming up. I love it, man.
Very good job against Mr. Bartolotto.
Yeah. He
Excellent stuff.
unfortunately he fell for all my bull crap, like way too early. Yeah. Great guy though.
Yeah.
Super cool dude. How can you not love a guy that gets that excited about anything?
So the prospects of Wagner continuing the WL look pretty good, right? I think I've read all the messages, like not all the messages, but on Facebook, like a lot of people are just loving that guy, wanting to see
Yeah.
him more. And someone they're wanting to see him against is Mr. Matt Mask,
Right.
fellow Canadian.
Yeah.
What do you think of something like that happening?
I think, from what I understand, it's already been proposed. From what I understand, both guys are totally down. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to see that match probably fairly early.
That's called product placement.
Oh my God, such a sellout I am. Anyways, yeah, that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. And I gotta say, I think it's a great match, but I think Wagner's gonna beat him.
We're not doing predictions.
No,
yet.
it's 6 months out. It's
Yeah.
way too early.
You're just on off season, man. You don't have to do anything. Just
I gotta do nothing.
eat, train.
That's it.
What does it look like? What's the off season going to look like? I know you're regimented quite, heavily in your regular season and
Oh man, what happened there?
that thing popped. I think you got to get off that fucking pop.
Oh, jeez, we got some damage here. We're still filming? Oh, we're still going.
All right,
Well,
let it go.
whatever.
Yes.
Nothing but the best equipment around here, guys. Here, I got this thing. This is my weight. So, if it doesn't hold, no big surprise. Let's see. Try one more time.
Don't burn.
Okay, editing at its finest.
That's good.
You in there?
Yeah, whatever. They're not here to see me. Just sit down. We're good.
Let's try again. If this thing falls again, this interview is over.
Now, so tell us. We just got started. What your off season looks like.
So there's a bunch of stuff that's gonna happen. A top secret thing's gonna happen in like a week that I'm super pumped about. But
You know the biggest part about keeping a secret is
Yeah.
is not.
not telling anybody, right?
Yeah.
But you know what the funny thing is when you're like, I got a secret.
It's the most fun thing to say,
Yeah, it's
right?
a fun thing.
All right.
And some stuff may be going on with Soldier On that's still got to be confirmed for the end of October. But the next kind of fun trip that I've got coming up is looking like Sao Paulo.
Brazil.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go to Brazil at the beginning of November.
Sure, wearing long pants today. It's getting cool.
Yeah, yeah. So what did you think about 506, the other ones?
I loved it.
Yeah.
I think it's. I don't like the fact that Mr. Katowski didn't make weight.
Yeah. That's
Whatever
terrible.
reason, like I'm not saying he didn't try hard or he's not professional, but it's not really acceptable to miss a weight like that. And it's too bad for Sam because now he lost. He's still a champion. It's kind of a tough spot to be in. I guess I better not go too far into that. I just think that too bad for Sam that kind of thing happened.
Man, I tell you, I feel like if they give me a category, like, to duck into, I'll die. I'll die doing it. I don't know. I don't know if I'd be smart enough to turn back. So, yeah, I mean, you don't know what would have happened. Like, those last 2 pounds might have been all the difference. There could have been death awaiting. There could have been
Glory and riches.
glory and riches, yeah. Death or glory and riches, those things go together. All right? That's how it goes.
I really liked the Justin Bishop and Rob Bidget Jr. match. Justin started off awesome,
Yeah.
and I got two I was watching. I thought, oh yeah, Devin picked wrong again. But it did
That
look
was
like,
great.
and I think people go along with this, it looked like Rob was just kind of going in, and he wasn't really, there was no fire lit under his ass yet. And when he caught fire, it looked like he was well in control. Rob Bridget Jr. is clearly the best 200-pound or whatever that weight class is arm wrestler in that league, and I don't see him getting
I feel
even
like
tested that heavily. By
it's
someone
gonna
else there.
take a very special individual to beat him.
Mhm.
Like I feel like for RBJ to lose that hammer in North America, like I'll tell you honestly, there's only one or two names that I think can do it, maybe, and that's maybe. And one of them is if Godzilla stays down there. He looks light right now. Like if he just says, "I'm a middleweight," that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe, but I don't even know if he can anymore. Like I really don't. And actually, I don't think he can. I'll just go ahead and say it.
Okay.
I'll just say if Hutchings tries to go after RBJ now, I don't think he beats him. And there's only one other guy. Do you know who I'm thinking of?
Alan Ford, Crazy George.
No, Berzink.
Oh right.
If Berzink
Yes.
is like, I'm gonna win a 200-pound title, that could be interesting. Like if John is like, screw it, I'm gonna take RBJ's hammer. Maybe John can do it.
That would be interesting. That would be
It's a great match.
great to see.
Great match. And honestly, I'd still maybe have RBJ as a favorite. But I think they're gonna have to start bringing in talent from Europe.
Right.
I think that they have to now. I think that if you want to keep your champ like active and like under pressure,
Mhm.
I think that RBJ is now kind of at that threshold where he's more than proven himself.
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like he doesn't really get that worked up. I feel like he just
He didn't look excited to
like
be in there.
he just psychs himself out a little bit, like, oh, I should probably be getting nervous now, and then Sarah and Gabby, any
Yeah.
surprises? Yeah.
Eh,
Man, you know, I'll just say, like, you haven't seen anywhere, like, I'm probably not the person to say it, but, like, I think that they're both champions, and their actions on both sides really speak to it. I mean, Sarah, I mean, she hasn't said anything. She hasn't made a single excuse.
no.
Uh,
Imagine she would.
no, yeah, and I mean some people will, and I think it just speaks to their character the way that they handled it. But
Oh, we might be getting to more of that later on. That sounds it. Anyways,
Right.
Gabby looked incredibly strong, because Sarah had said that she was as strong as ever, perhaps, and this girl from Brazil just unbelievable.
so, what do you
Incredibly
think's
strong.
next for them, for example? What
Oh,
like
wow. Man, I don't know.
like to beat Gabby? That's a really high level match.
yeah,
Like that's a very short list of names.
maybe they have to turn her into Todzilla and force her to go up, take on some giants.
It's still a short list. I think.
Yeah, right.
It's not long, but I'd be really interested. There's a few girls, but I really wouldn't want to say them. Anyways, that'll be interesting to see what we pull in next year.
So, moving on to the Wagner Bordelado and Devin Larratt match, we saw, I believe, the very first dad move in international elite level competition.
Man, I love it.
And for those there,
Not today, son. Not today. Not
so,
today.
So there have been some, I think, misconceptions on what the dad move is and what it gives and what it takes away. Just could you give it just a brief?
It's really just, I mean, dad move, as you guys know, it's really just a showboat move. Dad move is really just, there's not really a lot of advantages to doing a dad move.
It does not negate your opponent's side pressure.
No, it doesn't really give any good advantage. I think that's going to fall again. Terremoto. Yeah, the
What does that
only
mean?
Terremoto?
Yeah.
That's earthquake.
Oh, in Portuguese?
Yeah. If like sometimes it'll cut off a press if you grab a guy a bit lower.
Okay, but that
there's-
was the intention of that dad move was literally like,
no.
I'm grabbing you like
Yeah.
a dad would grab his son.
Yeah, and that's just because he was so gassed out. Like after the first round, I feel like he was pretty much gassed.
Yeah.
And that just goes to show you what a great diet of high glycemic carbohydrates can do for you.
Do you mean donuts and such.
Donuts and stuff, yeah. Krispy Kremes, really.
Krispy Kreme's are where it's at.
And what about Mike and Jerry? Any thoughts?
I loved it. It was fantastic. A blood, just a blood and guts trench warfare match. I don't know how someone couldn't like it. I understand people don't like King's Move or some people don't like flop versus press, but the level of competition, the
Yeah.
level of heart
Yeah.
and willpower going into something like that was just incredible. They left it all. The ending was a little bit suspect, I suppose, but I think they made the right call. They took the time. They talked to the other referees. I think that everything they did, everything Bart did in that match was by the books and well done. And the match itself was fantastic. Of course, everyone would have liked to see a finish of like maybe a pin from one or the other. We didn't get to see that, but we got to see wars all the way through. Fantastic. I loved it. Loved it.
I agree with everything you said. I loved it. I thought it was really high level arm wrestling. But there were some takeaways for me. And the takeaways for me were that if I were in Michael's shoes, I would have played it a bit differently. I would have. Like, I think that Michael was right to argue for the win and for the hammer, and yes, he did win, but I don't think anybody who was really looking at the match and knows arm wrestling could really argue that. But if I got a guy unhappy across the table for me, I feel like I'd be like, okay, I won, but let's do it.
Yeah.
Like, I'll pin you one last time just so you can go to bed.
Would you wave the call off? Tried to wave a call off with Wagner on the other side. Like, you've done that.
No,
before.
Like, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. I want to win. I
Yeah.
absolutely want to win. But if I'm in a position where I'm comfortable, I will extend that leaf to further my win. And Michael didn't do that. So, anyways, it's something interesting for me. And another thing that's interesting is I all the information that I had in front of me, I saw that match going 3-0 for Michael, and it didn't. So I think that Michael's just maybe not quite as dominant as we all were thinking that he might be.
Yeah, I don't like Michael's clear number one in the league, but he's not without a match.
No, he's not.
Like there
I
are
don't think
people
so.
who are really putting the heat. Jerry specifically, you had some.
Yeah,
great
I
matches
think
with him,
that
too, putting the heat
Dave
on Michael Todd.
Dave's kind of unique almost in that he's so good. Like, Dave is such a good arm wrestler against 98% of the world, but I think that Dave just really shuts down against the King's Move.
Yeah.
And Michael was just really able to exploit that, so he looked extra good. And Dave was saving himself for me. Do you think he was?
Dude, don't get me mixed up in your.
Anyways,
shit, man.
okay. Anyways, it's over in April.
What's over in April?
You know exactly what's over in April.
Has the league given you any information what to look for next year, next season?
I
And then you can talk. about it.
heard there's a lot of stuff coming up. Yeah, I just say stay tuned. But yeah, I guess why don't we talk about? Can we add anything to what we already know about the top or the bottom 8 or the crazy 8?
There's more to come on that, absolutely.
We have got the absolute hottest match you could ever have in arm wrestling. Ever.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's the best match in all of arm wrestling. And it'll be at the Crazy 8s. End of February. Yeah.
That part stayed the same. The
Yeah,
date's the same.
yeah.
We're in
Yeah.
negotiations right now.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure we were going to have the very biggest match that you could put together from a fan perspective.
Yeah, I think you're
I
right.
think so.
How's the chicken?
It's coming good.
You got anything else to go with it, or just chicken?
Just chicken for now. Yeah. Anyways, thanks for staying tuned, guys. We got from now until Christmas, basically, from now until the New Year's, basically we're just gonna have fun. All the trips, everything, we're just gonna have a lot of good times, and then probably in the new year we'll get serious again. Yeah.
Sure.
Good times, party people.